Every year, lakhs of students score above 90% in boards. Every year, lakhs of engineers graduate, and every year, most of them struggle to find a job. So, the question is, if we are studying so hard, working so much, sacrificing sleep, health, relationships, who is this system actually working for? Because it's clearly not us. To understand what is broken, you have to go back to 1835. A British politician named Thomas Macaulay came to India with one goal, not to educate Indians, but to create a class of people who could serve to British Empire. His exact words were he wanted people who were Indian in blood and color but British in taste, opinions, and intellect. Think about that. The entire education system we follow today, the exams, the marks, the rote learning, was designed with that intention. Not to make you think, not to make you create, just to make you follow instructions and fill a seat in an office. And 75 years after independence, we are still running that same system. Somewhere along the way, education in India stopped being about learning and became about one thing: marks. It does not matter if you can understand the concept, it does not matter if you can apply it, it does not matter if you are genuinely talented at something. What matters is what did you score. And this created a culture where students spend 10 to 12 hours a day memorizing things they will forget the moment the exam is over. The system does not reward curiosity, it does not reward creativity, it does not reward the original thinking, it rewards the ability to reproduce information on paper under time pressure. And if you can't do that, you are told that you are not smart enough. But here is what is interesting. Some of the most successful people in the world were bad at exactly this kind of learning. Today in India, there are only a handful of acceptable career paths: doctor, engineer, government job. Everything else is considered a backup plan. And to become a doctor or engineer, you have to clear NEET or JEE, two of the most competitive exams in the world. So, what happens? Millions of students, sometimes from class 6 onwards, are pushed into coaching centers. Their entire childhood, their entire identity becomes about that one exam. And the numbers are brutal. In 2023, over 20 lakhs students appeared for NEET. Total medical seats in India, around 1 lakh. That means roughly 19 lakh students who spent years preparing, who sacrificed everything, didn't make it. And nobody talks about what happened to them after. The mental health crisis among Indian students is real. Suicide rates among students have been rising every year. The pressure is not normal, but we have normalized it. So, who actually benefits from all this? Think about it. Coaching centers in India are $1 billion industry. Quota alone generates thousands of crores every year. These institutions need students to believe that without them, they can't succeed. Companies need workers who are trained to follow instructions, meet deadlines, and not question the system. The system is not broken, it's working exactly as it was designed to. The question is, was it ever designed for the student? Because a system that produces millions of graduates but can't give them meaningful work, a system that measures a child's worth with a number, a system that has not fundamentally changed since the British left. That's not an education system, that's a factory, and we are the product. I am not saying don't study. I am not saying marks don't matter in today's world. They do, unfortunately. But maybe the most important thing education should teach us is to question the system we are in. And most of us never get taught that.